Hola Alejandro, bienvenidos a Hablamos Spanglish, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, bien, gracias a Dios, todo bien.
Aquí en Hablamos Spanglish, hablamos Spanglish. So
Hablamos
we're gonna have this
Spanglish
conversation
in two ways.
in two ways, yeah. So Alejandro, we're here at the USACC National Conference. For me, it's an enormous pleasure to be able to record here live with Hi Hello and, to have you as a guest. So you sign up and I'm excited to
Yeah.
learn more about you, about your journey.
Thank
So,
you. Yeah, I'm excited
yeah.
to tell it. I mean, it's been great.
So tell us a little bit where a little bit about your journey. Where is Alejandro from? Why did you come to the U.S.?
Uh-huh. So I was born in Venezuela,
Okay.
in San Cristóbal, right? It's a little town casi cerca de Colombia.
¿Sí?
Todo el mundo nos conoce como gochos, right?
Sí.
Bueno, yo nací allí. I moved to the U.S. when I was 9 years old,
Okay.
so a long time ago.
Wow.
We just me mudé con mami, nos vinimos para acá porque teníamos familia aquí.
Okay.
Y ever then, since I've been here, mostly in Florida. I grew up in Miami for a little bit, and then we gradually moved up little by little until we made it to Orlando.
And why did you move? Like, why did your family decide to move to the U.S.?
Porque teníamos familia aquí
Okay.
y mi mamá pues quería algo diferente.
They wanted a change. Okay.
Yeah, they wanted that change, and that was before,
Yeah, like
the
political stuff.
and all that thing.
Okay.
It wasn't because of anything like that. It's just, mi abuelo tenía una casa aquí.
Okay.
Entonces, nada, pues nos vinimos para acá, pues.
Okay. ¿Y fue fácil? Was it easy when you moved like to acculturate to the, to this
Well,
new
as a
country?
kid, obviously it was exciting.
Okay.
Coming to the United States is like a dream for all little kids and stuff like that. So it was pretty good. Obviamente cuando me mudé a Miami, everybody spoke Spanish, so it was really hard. I didn't know any English at all for like the first couple of years, because hasta en la escuela hablaban español. Todo era español, so it was kind of like, it is, whatever.
You feel comfortable, you make friends.
Right. And it was,
Everything
we go
Spanish.
to the beach all the time after school and things like that, so it was fine. Pero cada vez, vivimos en Miami por 2 años y después nos mudamos para Port St. Lucie, so we gradually go up. And then when in Port St. Lucie, that was like a big shock, porque ahí casi nadie hablaba español.
Oh, wow.
So it was kind of like I had to learn English, or like.
And you were forced. You're like,
forced.
Yeah, I have to. I know. Around what age was that?
Eso era in middle school, so I was
Middle
like,
school.
12,
Okay.
something like that. Yeah, so vivimos ahí 2 años más y después ahí nos mudamos para acá, para Orlando.
Vale. So you're telling me, besides language, right? Was it easy to acculturate?
As a kid, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Obviously, because you're
Eres una
open
esponja.
to. Sí, you're open to everything,
Yeah.
so you absorb all the things. Pero obviamente seguía con la cultura de Venezuela. O sea,
Okay.
my mom has always been like, que si esto, que si lo otro, haciendo las mismas cosas que hacíamos en Venezuela, like, las mismas tradiciones,
Okay.
pan de jamón.
What type of traditions did your family kept from Venezuela?
Bueno, las navidades, ¿qué más? Bueno, más que todo las navidades.
Sí, las hallacas,
Las hallacas,
like family getting
el pan
together.
de jamón, todo, o sea, la misma comida, todo eso, ¿sí me entiendes? Pero ya cuando nos mudamos para aquí a Orlando, entonces ya we got a little bit settled in and stuff like that, yeah.
Okay. And so you're telling me about, your early school years, and your childhood. So when you were growing up, you went to the university? Did you went to college?
No,
So
I didn't go to college.
Okay.
I just, I went to high school here in Orlando.
Okay.
After high school, I just, worked
Okay.
pretty much.
Work.
I had different types of jobs. I worked in, clothing business. I worked in the mall. I did little things. I worked for Toys R Us when it was open back in the day.
I know.
That was crazy. it was a good experience. And then I just followed my friends to construction. I did
Okay.
construction here in Orlando. When I was doing construction, then I met my wife, got married, had two little kids, and
And
then
is she from here, from Orlando, or
yeah, she's from here.
yeah?
Uh huh.
Okay.
And then just working in construction and doing all those things, didn't feel like I was bringing more to the table
Okay.
that I had to for the family. You know what I'm saying? And then I had a friend that joined the army that he was a high school friend, and then he told me about all the benefits, how it can help me out, help the family out, and all those things. And I've always been interested in joining the army porque mi abuelo en Venezuela fue general de la
Okay.
aviación.
Okay.
Entonces, siempre tenía eso like clicking in my head,
So after going through all those, different jobs, you learn about the army and all the possibilities that
The
you,
benefits and
yeah, the
everything.
benefits,
So
right?
mostly is the benefits, yeah.
Most of the benefits. That's when it like clicked for you, but also you had that experience from your family, from Venezuela por tu abuelo.
Yeah.
So you have two big
Yeah.
como sources of
Right.
one source of inspiration, and the other one was like,
Family.
what can I do
Right.
to give my family, right,
Yeah,
a better
so
future.
I started that journey.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a recruiting office, and then I took the test. I passed the test, and then went to the whole process. We call it like, well, now I'm a recruiter.
Okay. Oh, wow.
So like it's
And was it easy to take the decision? Like, I'm
it
gonna
wasn't
join
easy
the
just
army.
because like you had to talk to the family and let everybody know.
Okay.
Obviously it was a big step because I was going to be away. Especially with little kids and stuff like that. It was really hard, but I ultimately did it for the family, for the better of them, and all those things.
No,
So,
and I truly admire that decision. I have friends that are in the Air Force. One of my best friends from high school here, she's also from Venezuela, and she joined the Air Force at a very young age, also looking for, a better quality of life, the benefits, like you mentioned, like she wanted to be a nurse, so I know they offer, pay
yeah,
college, so
Yep.
several things. So
we'll get
But-
back to that because my sister's in the Air Force and she's an
oh,
actual
really?
nurse. So yeah,
Okay. Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
So it's we'll get back to that. But
Yes,
yeah,
please.
it's really good though. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I joined, and then my first duty station was in New York,
Okay.
upstate New York. Everybody, I was like excited. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to New York, finally out of Florida or whatever.
Yeah.
And then once I got to New York, it's like way upstate New York, like a little town called Watertown, and it's just like when people say like New York, you would think about the city
Yes.
and all that stuff,
Yes.
but they don't really think about the countryside.
Of course. That's the
that's-
base. That's where the base was. Okay.
Yeah, so it was like upstate, like super way upstate. They call it the South of Canada because
Oh,
it's
wow.
like really close to Canada.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it was really good. I mean, the winters there were terrible.
Wow, I bet. And then from somebody from San Cristobal, right? From
Yeah.
Venezuela, ese cuerpo caribeño de uno.
Claro.
Asimilar
Sí,
ese
un
frío.
pero frío
Claro.
fuerte. Y la nieve era super crazy. Like we get the snow lake effects.
Okay.
So like the snow kept piling up every day. We
Wow.
used to build like mountains
Okay.
of snow, took the kids there and all that
Okay.
stuff, and we had to shovel the car out of snow.
Oh my
and
gosh,
it was
yeah.
crazy. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Those are the things that we don't see, right, in the country. And then I have seen so many things on social media, right, from Venezuelans that write, the car is full of snow, and they write things like, take me to Maracaibo or something like that because it's so cold.
Yeah.
But so when you went to do the training, was it, I know there is a period of like, okay, I'm going to learn what this is. I'm going to do the training. So, and I heard, it is very intense.
I found it fun.
Okay, see?
I mean, it's not really, people really think it's intense and stuff like that, but it's not too intense because they build you up to it.
Okay.
Right? So they're not going to really beat you up to
It's a lot of
too much.
mindset, right? Into
Yeah,
that.
it's a little bit of mindset and stuff like that, but you get used to it because you have a group of people that come from pretty much like you, right? They don't know anything. They have to build you up to learn all the things that they teach you while
Okay.
you're in basic training and all that stuff, and then you build new friendship, camaraderie, and that's what it's really all about. It's just with close friends from different parts of the world too. Is not only from the United States, because when I went to basic training, there were people from South
Mhm.
Africa, people from France, Italy, that just come from
Yeah.
the same like different backgrounds, but they all come together. So we all kind of build um, a really good friendship and camaraderie. So we all help each other out,
Yeah.
and that's like one good thing about the army is that you meet a lot of people,
Okay.
right, from different places. It's very diverse. It's not one type of thing. So like you learn a lot from different types of people.
And now that you mentioned that you meet people from different backgrounds and they come from different countries and they join the army. So when we think about the army, and you are taking making this decision to protect
Right.
our nation, right?
Mm-hmm.
This new home,
Mm-hmm.
that because we're from a different country, but then the US becomes our second home,
Right.
right?
Uh-huh.
So for me o sea, es muy admirable, de verdad que tomar esa decisión y sabes que voy a ayudarte. I'm gonna be protecting you. So how does that feel? When you see many people from different backgrounds, many countries, and also you, right?
Yeah.
Taking, making the decision to protect.
No,
Mm,
it feels good. Porque cuando yo entré al army, I was a resident,
okay.
right? And then right when I joined, they helped me get my citizenship like in less than 6 months.
Mm,
So it made me feel even a lot better,
mhm.
and that was really good. I mean, it makes you feel more American, right?
Okay.
Like they helped me out in that way, and it's been a great journey. I mean, I've traveled uh, with my family and all those things. From my first duty station, New York, I went to Colorado. Colorado was really nice. It
Beautiful.
was
Yes.
beautiful
The
mountains and all that
mountains are
stuff.
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, and then like from there, I went to Columbus, Ohio.
Okay.
I worked there for a little bit, and then I became a recruiter. And right now, I just help people get into the army. Tell them like what a great journey has been. It's not a bad decision,
Hmm.
right? It's helped me out a lot. I'm going to college now.
Okay. Awesome.
The army's paying for it. It has a lot of really great benefits, and like I said, not only for myself but for my family because they have like everything is taken care of, and it's pretty good.
Okay. So, you told us a little bit about, your training when you started. So you said that you're now a recruiter,
Mm-hmm.
right? So can you tell us a little bit of how, that grew into you as the years came by, and and now you are part of this team
Right.
that search and looks for other people that want to join the
Yeah.
army.
So there comes a time that when you serve as long as I have in the military, you have a choice of like either you have a choice or the army has a choice for you,
Okay.
right? It's not siempre tiene eso. Entonces, yo hice it was my choice
Okay.
to be a recruiter,
Got it.
right? I volunteered for it, and I did recruiting in Columbus for a little bit, and then I moved here to Orlando, back home, close to family and all those things, and it's been great. I mean, I help a lot of people try to join the army. I'm very straightforward. People would say like, "Oh, don't trust the recruiters because they're gonna lie to you. Que siempre te están diciendo mentiras so that you can try to join and
Bueno,
things like
pero es que a
that."
la gente le da miedo because when you
Eso es.
think about the army, right, or joining, and I remember my sister, she wanted to, she was thinking of joining because also all the great benefits, right?
Mhm.
And I was scared. My dad was scared. Like, you know, tienes ese miedo por dentro because you don't
No sabes
know,
si,
right? Y
si
tú no
puedes
sabes.
ir a otro
You can
lugar o... Ajá,
deploy or things
ajá.
like that.
Yeah.
So,
So, I mean, I've been in the Army for almost 12 years. I've never been deployed.
okay.
Obviously, right now, nothing is going on and things like that. So we're just in a status that, you know, we just need to fill the ranks just because people are leaving the Army, transitioning out,
Okay.
retiring, and things like that.
Mhm.
So we need to fill those positions and stuff like that. So,
Do you
yeah.
take that decision, like where you want to be
Yeah.
within the army?
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
You do have some control of it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? You have control of it, where your career takes you, and what you want to do with your career inside the army and things like that. We're like, right now we're the only branch that, and the whole, we're the only branch between, you know, the Air Force and the Marines and the Navy that you can choose your own job.
Okay.
If you qualify for it. So right before you even know that you're going to join, you already know what you're going to do, what type of job and things like that. So I help people out, you know, getting that transition. You know, they want to know what they're
Yeah.
going to do.
And yesterday during the program here at the USACC National Conference, they were mentioning, you know, some specific stats about Latinos in the
Uh-huh.
army. Can you share some of your experience, you know, with the Latinos that have joined the army,
Uh-huh.
and a little bit with us?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
como dije, el Army es bien diverse,
Mhm.
right? He conocido muchos latinos de todas partes del mundo, Colombia, Ecuador, México.
Okay.
Hay muchos latinos en el Army.
Yeah.
There is a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It, it's really good, porque cuando tú vas a diferentes bases y esas cosas, entonces you want to have that little Latin
Yeah.
connection, you know what I'm saying?
Como a little bit of your roots. You
right,
find
so
that
whenever we get
connection.
together,
Yeah.
you know, we cook dinners
Okay.
and, you know, we do barbecue, lo que sea, y siempre se mantiene esa conexión latina.
Qué bueno.
Es bien bonito.
Yeah.
Yeah, es
No,
una experiencia bien bonita.
I want to look and because I want to share with the audience, you know, all these amazing stats that one of the representatives from the army shared yesterday about the Latinos that are serving, you know, in the army. So and it was really interesting. I'm gonna search it up for you guys. That way we can let you know, because
Yeah.
you know, sometimes we don't think about that, but and it's incredible to see it, you know, that we have so many of us that are representing the Latino,
Yeah.
but also taking this decision in their life to protect our country.
Right,
and
yeah, and
protect
it's
us.
an initiative that you have to take within yourself. If you know what you want to do it, then just do it. Don't be afraid. It's never, whenever somebody comes to our office to ask questions and things like that, I tell them que no es obligatorio. ¿Sí me entiende? So just take the test.
Got
You
it.
know what I mean? See where you're at, what kind of jobs or opportunities
Okay.
you have. You don't have to make the final decision right there. Como tú dices, mucha gente tiene miedo y algunos padres de
Sí.
esos jóvenes tienen miedo también.
Sí,
O sea,
sí, sí.
entonces yo cuando hago citas les digo, mira, trae a tus padres.
Okay.
Si ellos tienen preguntas, yo les puedo responder, porque la mayoría de los padres no hablan inglés. So they're a little bit scared. So since I speak Spanish, you know, they feel a little bit more comfortable. And, you know, I tell them my story, and I tell them like how it's helped me and my family. And then my sister got inspired,
Okay.
you know, and then she joined the Air Force.
Oh.
She's been in the Air Force, I think, for 6 years already. And yeah, she's a nurse. She completed training right now. So she became, what was it? A paramedic for the emergency departments, or like for the firefighters and stuff like that. So, I mean, she's doing really good.
That's
So
amazing.
it's awesome. Yeah.
That's amazing. And now we're getting close to the end of the episode, but I wanted to ask you, what would it be, you know, what would you tell our Hispanic community, a message for them, you know, regarding the army? Is there something, a message that you want to convey?
Yeah, o sea, no tengan miedo. Lo primero que todo, ¿verdad? Porque hay mucha gente que tiene miedo when they come to the army, oh my God, I'm going to get deployed, o obviamente ven otras cosas en las noticias que a lo mejor le dan miedo y esas cosas. Y eso es, afortunadamente son eventos que no se pueden controlar, right?
Okay.
Pero nosotros hemos cambiado mucho para proteger a los soldados y nosotros cuidamos mucho a la gente, ¿sí me entiendes? No hay no es no hay que tener miedo para hacer estas cosas. Lo único que tienes que pensar es en el futuro, right? Como le digo a los muchachos que se acaban de graduar de high school, they don't know what they're doing. You know, I tell them like, you're coming into the army at 18. And if you make it a career, you're going to retire at 48. That's still young.
Yeah, really young.
That's still young. Or if you don't decide to retire in the military, there's a lot of opportunities because the doors open to you,
Of course.
to a lot of businesses, a lot of like big businesses. Like you can work for, you know, the FBI, Lockheed Martin, the Defense Logistics Agency, because they're always hiring veterans and stuff like that. So it's a really good background to have. You know, it does open a lot of doors. And there's a lot of people here that I've seen and they come up to me, oh, I've served, you know, here's where I'm at right now. And if it wasn't for the army, I wouldn't be here and things like that. Or if I wasn't in the Air Force or anything, I wouldn't be here where I'm at today.
Yeah.
So
I have I belong to the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce of Metro Orlando. I am a member.
Okay.
And I know that Gabby has taken Gabby Ortigone, which is the president, she has taken members and her staff to para lanzarse de paracaídas, ¿no?
Yeah. So we had an event. I think it was in the summer.
Yeah.
So I've met a couple of people. It was like, yeah, we went over there. We went with the army, and they jumped in with the army. So they do the paracaídas y todas esas cosas. So we do have a lot of events and things like that.
That's kind of a training, right? That you guys do, like for leadership. And
well, we have a lot of different schools, right? We have a variety of schools. So that's one thing that you can do in your military career is just ser paracaidista, and that's all they do.
I know, and
it's fun. That's all they do for their job is just, you know, jumping out of planes and
that's crazy.
Showing people.
That's crazy. So I'm like, well, Gabby told she was a guest of Hablamos Spanglish, and she mentioned that, right? How she felt after, you know, que se haya lanzado de paracaídas. So. And I remember she was saying like, these are people that are doing this all the time, you know, like, and they take us for us to also like be part of what they feel, right? Every time so it's incredible. And she's like, Anna, you have to do it next time. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm prepared. What has been the craziest thing that you have had to do? Like you say, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was gonna be doing this here.
In the army? Oh, so I went to a course which is called Air Assault School, right? Which is this little badge right here. You rappel down on helicopters, right? But before that, you have to do a lot of other things, right? You have to ruck march, and you have to find deficiencies on loads and things like that. That was really hard. A lot of people don't pass that school. But
well, congratulations.
Well, thank you. Yeah. But it was really fun. You do learn a lot. It's very intense, but they always push you. You know, they always tell you, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. You can train and train and train, and then you do it. And it's just, it was a really good moment for me. So it was proud. So yeah.
So throughout this conversation, you have mentioned those kind of things, and they push you. You know, they trust that you can do it, and I think it has a lot to do with your mindset.
Right.
Was there a time where you were like, you know what, I cannot do this, and then you went through something that made you change the way you thought about that situation in specific?
I mean, maybe when I went to that school, it was really tough because you have to wake up early, you have to show up, you have to learn a lot of like the deficiencies because they have multiple loads, and you have to find all the deficiencies in a certain amount of time. So you get two chances. If you don't find it, you get another chance. And I think that happened to me in two of them.
Okay.
And I was like, my mindset, it just went down the floor. I was like,
Wow.
oh my God, what am I going to do? So they just told me, just relax,
Okay.
think about your training,
Like take one step at a time,
take it one
right?
step at a time. It's plenty of time, because sometimes you think you have everything and you rush it, and then yeah, it's just taking your time, knowing deep inside of your mind, digging in there, and mentally knowing that you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Everything is possible. So if you put your mind into it, you can do it.
Yeah. And how do you see yourself in the future within the army or, yeah, how do you see?
Well, hopefully retire, right? Finish my college and all that stuff, and once I retire, probably just find a civilian job that takes all the training and all the everything that I've done into consideration, which they do, right? I'm not, no me niego de eso, porque siempre it's always there, siempre yo sé que mi futuro is good.
Okay.
So once I finish, it's gonna be great. So
You said you're going to college now. Where are you going? Where is you're studying?
a business.
Business.
Mhm.
Okay, so you see yourself being
Yeah.
a business owner, opening your business,
Hopefully.
hopefully. Okay. Awesome.
Yeah,
Well, you
hopefully.
have here in Orlando
A lot of
Prospera
opportunities,
and the
yeah.
Hispanic
And then I'm from here,
Chamber.
so I know a lot of things. So
Yeah.
it's pretty good. It's been a great
And
opportunity.
and this is a great also opportunity for you to be part of this amazing conference where they help so many small business owners, minority business owners, right? Specifically Hispanics.
Hispanics. Yep.
Right? To learn how to do business with corporations, also what are the steps and the resources that you need in order to start your business or
Right.
expand your business, or how to do business with corporations, and then you have those also one-on-ones matchmaking. So I'm glad that you're here and that you're seeing it for yourself,
Yeah.
because we need more of that. And this
I
help
totally
us,
agree.
yeah, and
Yeah.
helps out with you.
Yeah. Hopefully, people can get inspired by my story, and nothing is bad in the army like people think, and it's I've had a great journey. It's been an honor.
No,
So
and thank you for sharing it with us. It's truly inspiring, and I know that throughout these conversations that we don't have that often, right? And with our Hispanic community,
Mhm.
and also we have also our American community watching or listening to this podcast, because first we want to inspire Latino immigrants, that come from different countries to see that they can really achieve their dreams, and also for our American community to learn more about us. In this case, learning about how the Latino is also taking part on the military, right? So it is incredible, and thank you for sharing your story. But
No, thank you.
before we go, I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions that we always ask at the
Okay.
end. Just answer with the first thing that comes to mind, okay?
I'll try.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Awesome. The first thing is gonna be, what's your favorite food?
Arepas.
Arepa, sí. ¿Con qué?
Con carne mechada.
Okay. Qué rico, ya me dio hambre. Un lugar donde quieras viajar, a place that you want to travel here in the U.S.
Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Why?
Why? The beaches, the mountains. They have everything over there. I have a lot of friends that have been stationed in Hawaii. We have a base over there.
Okay.
And they tell me it's amazing.
Awesome. Awesome. What's your favorite sport?
Soccer.
Soccer. Yeah. So, are you following Orlando City soccer?
I've went to a couple of games,
Yeah?
yeah. So nos dieron tickets en estos días para ir al juego, and it was really fun. Yeah.
It is fun.
Yeah.
We had Kay Rollins. She's the founder of the Orlando City, and she's incredible. And we want to have more Latinos to take part on this game. We're huge fans of soccer, right?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, tu música favorita.
Favorite music? Rock.
Rock?
Mhm.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Y para terminar, who would you nominate to be here, sitting where you are, and Hablamos Spanglish, to share their story?
To share the story?
Yeah. Is there someone that you...
That's a tough question.
It is.
Because I can, a lot of people say, oh, my mom or anything like that.
Someone that you think has a inspirational story that would like to share.
That's a tough question.
Bueno, te la voy a cambiar.
Okay,
Keep
yes.
thinking.
Yes.
Okay. So
Uh-huh.
is there someone that you would like to meet, someone that you truly admire that you would like to meet that in person?
David Goggins.
Okay. Why?
He's just an inspiration.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard of him.
No, I haven't. That's why I would.
No.
No.
He was a Navy SEAL,
Okay.
right? And he had a crazy background story. And he's one of the few black Navy SEALs.
Okay.
But he runs a lot, right? But his mindset is just amazing. If you ever read any of his books, their audiobooks and stuff like that, he's a really truly inspirational person.
Awesome.
He pushes you all the way, all the time, and the way he thinks is just an inspiration. So he's a really
Awesome.
inspiration to me, and not only to me, but a lot of people in the military, and not only in the military, but off the military, because he really digs into you and he brings out the best of you.
That's awesome. I'm
it's
gonna
really-
look into him.
Yeah.
But thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
De una venezolana, otro venezolano, gracias.
Sí, de nada.
Y de verdad por servir y esta es tu casa en Hablamos Spanglish. Y para todos ustedes que nos escucharon, thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
And please share it and comment, like on social media, and and share it with people that you truly think that we're gonna be inspired.
Yeah, and if you listen into the podcast and if you have any questions about joining the Army, I'll leave my information to you.
Yeah.
And then you can always contact me, and no question is dumb, right?
Yeah.
So don't be afraid.
Awesome.
Okay?
Gracias. Thank
Muchas
you.
gracias.
Muchísimas gracias, mi gente. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey of Hablamos Spanglish. It is a pleasure for me to explore the diverse stories and experiences within our vibrant Hispanic community. I hope that you have found inspiration, connection, and a deeper appreciation for our culture and heritage. Remember, our stories are what unite us and what make us stronger. Stay tuned for more captivating episodes in the future, and don't forget to follow us on social media and share your thoughts with us. Hasta pronto.